Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. If you've got your coffee, your wine, your tea, wherever you are in the world, as I say, I hope you're doing fantastically well. You're tuning in to your daily Leeds update here with One Leeds. If you wouldn't do me a massive favour and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and also please like the video. It really gives me an indication on if you are liking the video. As well, guys, we have the Rafinha special edition clothing in the description below. Go check it out. You guys seem to be loving it at this moment in time. Yeah, it's good stuff, really good stuff. But anyway, guys, we've got some news to get into today. And first of all, I want to talk about Ali McCoist. Now, Ali McCoist has come out and said he would be gutted, absolutely gutted, quoted, if Bielsa left Leeds. Now, Ali, why? Why are you talking about this? Well, there has been a consistent link between Bielsa and Spurs across the clickbait media, yada, yada, yada. And we've seen it now for quite a while. I remember Bielsa being linked to Spurs when we were in the Championship, when Pochettino was about to be kicked out. He was going to be the next in line. He's similar to Pochettino, as we know. Yeah, it was never going to happen, was it? It was never going to happen. And I think it's quite farcical that you're getting Spurs fans saying, go and buy him out for 10 million or this, that and the other. Listen, you do not know Marcelo Bielsa. And maybe you as a Spurs fan haven't said that, but that maybe is the ignorance of the big six, the so-called big six. That they think they can just go in there, slap 10 million quid down, and the morals, the ethics of this romanticist of football is just going to dissipate. It's going to disappear. That doesn't happen. Marcelo Bielsa is a student of the game. He's not even a student. Pochettino, Simeone, Pep Guardiola are students. Pep Guardiola is the top student, but Marcelo Bielsa is Mr. Miyagi. He is the master. So, you know, what's he going to do? Why would he go to Spurs? Manage people like Lo Celso and Dombele? Are they going to run through brick walls for him? No, they are not indeed. And listen, he's here with a project with Leeds United. This isn't a delusional state as Leeds fans. You can slap 10 million quid down on the table. I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried. I think Leeds United are Marcelo Bielsa's last job in his career. So let's put that to bed. Ali McCoist, don't be gutted, because we know you love Leeds. You and Peter Jury on the Amazon Prime documentary are absolutely fantastic. Don't worry about that. And as well, guys, another thing that I wanted to talk about, Pablo Hernandez. Now, what we have found out now is near on 10K, I believe it's 9.5 K fans are allowed in Ellen Road, which is fabulous to see. If you're in the ballot, good luck. Good luck. I wish I was. I really wish I was. But yeah, good luck. And what I would love to see, and this is something we were talking about yesterday at work, Pablo Hernandez, Gaetano Berardi starting for Leeds against West Bromwich Albion, a swan song, a final farewell. Let's talk about this. You know, Pablo Hernandez, what he's done for this club. He has got, you know, we all talk about Jermaine Beckford against them. We talk about Beckford against Bristol Rovers, which got us promoted to league, to the Championship. Johnny Howson with that goal as well in that game, iconic. Pablo Hernandez versus Swansea is the top. It's the top for me, above the Manchester United game, above anything. He is the top. He's the top banana for that goal. And listen, when we came back in that lockdown period, there was people talking about Ben White this, Ben White that. Ben White was fabulous, like one of my favourite ever players to ever play for Leeds. Pablo Hernandez got us promoted. He was absolutely exceptional in those final games. And we need to give him a reward. You know, I want fans to be in there. And I want Pablo Hernandez to play against West Bromwich Albion. I want Pablo Hernandez to have a field day, enjoy it, be fantastic, be exceptional like we know you are. I want Gaetano Berardi to get out there as well. You know, the game doesn't matter. It does matter. Every game matters. No game is an experiment to Bielsa, but I want to see those two. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see the same. As well, guys, some really good news yesterday. Patrick of Bamfordshire. New contract is on the table, apparently. Apparently, it's already been signed, according to The Athletic. Apparently, it was hidden conversations a couple of months ago, and Patrick Bamford has already signed the Leeds contract, an extension, which is really great to see. I believe they said it was 2023. Absolutely beautiful to see. But some news that came out, quite shocking. Is it shocking? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. Patrick Bamford has got interest from Liverpool. Now, does this seem as unbelievable as it is, really? I mean, we look at someone like Bobby Firmino, bought from Hoffenheim for Liverpool as a central attacking midfielder, and look what he's done. Listen, he is the reason Salah and Mane get so many goals. He's the man, isn't he? He's the assist king. He's the person who's fluid football, whose excellent touch enables Salah and Mane to get to that next level. Now, Patrick Bamford is a very unselfish striker, similarly to Bobby Firmino. So maybe it does make sense as well, but apparently Liverpool are massive fans of him. There's no concrete bid or anything like that, but apparently Liverpool are huge fans of Patrick Bamford. Now, how interesting is that? You know, to say where Patrick Bamford was a year ago, everyone was doubting him, including myself. Coming to the Premier League, scored 15 goals, got 7 assists, and now Liverpool are interested in him. Quite staggering. But yeah, contract talks allegedly with Patrick Bamford. And another individual, the YEP are reporting this morning that Tyler Roberts is likely to be offered a new contract in the next month or so. Wow. Again, another player who, quite shockingly, Marcelo Bielsa coming out and saying the other day, you know, at the start of proceedings, that he wants Alioski to stay. You know, Leeds United, in my personal opinion, it was quoted really well by my colleague at Leeds Live yesterday, Joe Donahue, who said, what Leeds needed in left-back is a left-back who has 4 out of 5 amazing performances, because that's the Premier League standard. That is what you need to be doing week in, week out. That's how you get better, because a full-back, a left-back and a right-back are so vital in what you do. And you've seen that with Luke Ayling. You've seen that with Özcan Alioski at points this season. Out of 5 games, you can't have 2 bad games and 2 decent games and 1 okay game. That does not work in the Premier League. It's worked this year, of course it has. But as a sustainable project, as a sustainable left-back, Alioski isn't even a left-back. He's a left-winger by trade. You know, Lugano, his entire career at Lugano, obviously we bought him as a relative youngster, but was left-wing. At the initial phase at Leeds United, I hark you back to Forest away when he nestled it into the bottom corner. He was a left-attacking midfielder, was Özcan Alioski. It's only recently he's been asked to play left-back. He's not a left-back. Listen, sentiment goes out of the window. We need to go and get a left-back. Everybody knows it. But you need players to do exactly what Alioski does, but even better. So when you look at these individuals, Bielsa has said that he wants to keep Alioski. I would hope as a reserve capacity for someone like, Tagliafico or Romain Faivre or players of that ilk. For me, he doesn't start. He doesn't. Okay, that's just my opinion. You can't just watch one game and be like, yeah, he's brilliant, because this is what football fans are like. You know, it's one good game, he's excellent, one bad game, yeah, get him out, he's crap. We have to look at it in general, don't we? But Tyler Roberts is of that mould. It's interesting, you know, no assists, 2 assists, 23 games, no goals, 13 starts now. I think he had a bit of a poor game at the weekend as well. But Bielsa wants to offer him the new contract, or Leeds want to offer him a new contract, which is really interesting. You know, Leeds been loyal to the players, which is great to see. But what do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, guys, so the next bit of news as well, we've not spoken about it yet, Romain Faivre. Now, Romain Faivre is a midfielder who Leeds have been linked to at Stade Brest. He plays in the same side as Romain Faivre, the left-back that Leeds are continuously linked with. Leeds apparently have had contact with the 22-year-old French midfielder. They face contact from PSG and AC Milan, which is going to be a bit difficult. Faivre is a Parisian himself, so of course that's going to be very, very difficult. But Sport Witness and Get French Football News, who we've had on the channel before, very reliable source, very good at what they do, have stated that Leeds have had contact with the French midfielder. Very versatile, left mid, can play right mid, central midfielder, 34 games, 6 goals, 5 assists. Keep an eye on that one. Guys, I wanted to talk about Leeds United's defensive stats as well. Since Diego Llorente has come in, and since Leeds United have taken this more pragmatic approach, how wonderful has it been to be a Leeds United fan? I feel we're more competitive. I feel we're more gritty. We're more aggressive. Don't get me wrong. I love the style of football we're playing against Liverpool. I love the style of football we're playing against Fulham at the start of the season. But is that sustainable once again in the Premier League? Can you go into games against the top sides, the top half sides, and play that style of football. I mean, we've seen it against Villa, we've seen it against Everton, that you can play that full flow football, but you do leave yourself open. You know, there were chances for Villa in that game, there were chances for Everton, just as examples in that game. But this new pragmatic approach, since Diego Llorente has come in, since Stuart Dallas has gone central midfield with Tyler Roberts in an off-the-ball capacity, Leeds United really have been terrific. 9 goals conceded in 11 games in the second half of the season, which I said Leeds would struggle with. 17 games in the form table, Leeds will be 4th in the English Premier League. A staggering statistic that I saw yesterday. I think it would be 8 wins, 3 draws and 6 losses, I believe, or 7 losses. Leeds will be sat in 4th. Look at the teams we've played. Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, all the big boys, all of them conceded 3 against the big 6. It's a staggering turnaround for Leeds United. Anyway, move on. But as I say, guys, the 10k Leeds fans are going to be back in, which is superb to see. That's what we all want to see, don't we? But I want to see the swan song for Pablo Hernandez and obviously Gaetano Berardi. Let's all laugh at Derby. We've not done it yet, have we? Well, okay, they've stayed up. They've had the little celebration, which was lovely to see, weren't they? They were all outside, obviously maintaining the COVID standards. Not. They're all outside celebrating, staying up in the division. Martin Waghorn saying it's one of the best days of his life. Oh, how far they've dropped, wasn't it? Jamily got to the playoffs, which was lovely to see. Played Leeds United, fair play to them, beat Leeds United. You know, we beat them 3 times, they beat us once, and we lost out to them. They got to the final. Once again, Villa were just all over them. Derby didn't turn up, and we knew that. We lost that semi ourselves, didn't we? It wasn't Derby being good, it was just us bottling it. But the 2 clubs, they've given us a guard of honour. We've beaten them at Pride Park and essentially won the league. It's look at 2 clubs' state of play. They're in absolute meltdown. I wanted them to go down. I'd have rather Sheffield Wednesday stayed up and them to go down. And I'm loving the state of play they're in. You know why? Because they revel in other clubs suffering. And this isn't a general thing for all Derby fans, but, you know, you reap what you sow. I remember I've got a really good mate who's a Barnsley fan. He said that when they went to Derby away, they got smashed 4-1. Barnsley were in a really bad state, which is unbelievable to see Barnsley doing what they're doing right now. Derby fans were just actively saying that we want to send you down, all this sort of stuff. And they beat them 4-1, we'll never play you again, all that sort of chant going round. I just remember at Ellen Road and all this sort of stuff. They just, Ellen Road, when they were giving us it, and they've been giving it to us ever since, even though we've dominated the league and all this sort of stuff. And I just think to myself, you know, and all the financial mismanagement, Lampard being like he is, Rooney, how they got him on those wages and all this sort of stuff, and how they got all that financial package. And I just feel they've been getting away with it now for years and years and years, and finally it's come. Listen, everybody on the Championship fan pages, all this sort of stuff, wanted Derby down, you know, they wanted Derby down, but apparently Wickham are looking to open a court case on them for their financial mismanagement. We know Mel Morris is a little bit of he allegedly is fiddling around. I mean, they sold the stadium for a ludicrous price, and somehow they got away with that. They seem to just get away with everything. But it's hilarious, isn't it? So yeah, it's coming back to haunt Derby. Apparently, the Mail reporting yesterday that they could be hit with a massive points deduction. I don't think that'll be in place this season. I think it will be coming into play next season. But yeah, I don't know. I just think to myself, you know, they mocked us for a long time. They mock teams when they go down. And I just think it's well worth it. I was seeing online them mocking Sheffield Wednesday fans. And listen, I know loads of fans do it, but I just feel Derby fans do it without any foundation. You know, where are you? What are you doing? Celebrating like that, just staying up. Embarrassing. Apologies if there are any Derby fans watching, but it's all football and it's all a bit of a laugh. But guys, let me know in the comment section below if you've enjoyed this daily news update. It's been a bit longer this time. As I say, we had a bit of stuff to get through. Guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.